guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Star Flames, and happy Saturday to you guys. Providing it's a Saturday where you are, I know that you guys are all over the world. For some people it might be Sunday, might be Monday. So whatever time of the day it is, whatever day of the week it is, I hope you guys are feeling amazingly blessed. And if not, please do not give up. Hang in there, keep going. It does get better, I promise you. Now guys, in this video we're gonna talk about a expert weighing in on Kimmy Cake's jealousy towards his wife Bianca Censori. But before we do so, we want to give a shout out to Harlem World. Harlem World had sent me this article very late last night, but I'm just getting around to it. I also want you to know that Harlem World has been keeping us in the loop, but it's just that he's not fussy about getting shout outs or any of those things. But kudos to you, Harlem World. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. Now, let's talk about what is being reported. This report is coming from The Mirror. They're saying that talking to The Mirror, Kendra Capalbo, licensed sex and couple therapist at Exclusivia Couples Retreat, said that it might be difficult for Kim to see Bianca receiving the version of Kanye that she had expressed a desire to have back. A more stable version. Kim has publicly acknowledged the challenges and emotional turmoil of the last few years of their relationship, and she might feel envious that Bianca seems to be experiencing a more balanced side of Kanye, similar to the person Kim initially fell in love with. They added that it could also be challenging for Kim to hear people close to Kanye stating that Bianca is the best thing for him. If Kim has hint of a savior complex, which is plausible considering her past comments about being his cleanup crew. Listen, everyone is so focused on that statement that she had made. You know why? Because as a wife, it is your job to be your husband's cleanup crew. Now, if it was the case that your husband was out there and he was having extramarital affairs, that's not your job to be his cleanup crew. But oftentimes what we find is that as women, we are quick to cover up our man's mess when it comes to cheating, getting a side baby, and we love to cover up those things as women, right? Some of us, because like for some of us, we don't play, right? If you're in the wrong, it doesn't matter what it is, we're out of there. But I know that many women would not have left their husband because he was ill. Do you realize that Kim left here because he was ill? Like, are people really, really, really looking into the fact that she left him because he was ill? She said that she refused to be his cleanup crew because he was ill. So when this therapist is now saying that Kim has hint of a savior complex, which is plausible considering her past comments about being his cleanup crew through their relationship, it might be difficult for her to witness someone else seemingly becoming a better match for Kanye. You know why Bianca is a better match for Ye? That is because Bianca is not there for the glitz, the glamour, the fame, the limelight, the clout, and the attention. Do you know how they say how you get them is how you lose them? Kim got with Ye because of fame. And the moment that she realized that it seemed, because she wasn't even sure, do you realize that she wasn't even sure? But the moment that it seemed that Ye's fame was going out the window, like this woman, she doesn't do her homework, she is smart, we're gonna give her credit for that, right? But she really doesn't do her homework, because there's one thing we have known about celebrities, and that is whenever they've worked for their career from the ground up, they cannot be canceled. No, Hollywood may be able to impact their money and their business deal for a little while, but when it comes to a man like Ye, who was actually saved, Ye has saved businesses repeatedly. He has taken businesses out of bankruptcy, and this is not allegedly. It is all there. Adidas is letting you know that he took them out of bankruptcy. He did the same thing for Gap. So how is it that you think a man like that with such talent, such education, such gift could ever be a failure? Kim has no belief in God. And I've always said this. They may say Bible a lot, they may say God a lot, they may wear a lot of cross, but honestly, I believe that if you're really looking to the family and who is truly God fearing, I believe Chloe is God fearing. I believe Courtney is, because I've seen them demonstrating their faith, but I've only seen Kim wearing a cross saying Bible, even though sometimes you don't need to be demonstrating your faith for anyone. You can keep that to yourself. Your relationship between you and God is just for you and God, not for the public. But based on Kim's moral, we can say that she's not a God-fearing person, because ain't no way you're a God-fearing person and do the really horrible stuff that you've done to people, like what she did to Ray J, like what she did to her first husband, like what she did to Ye, what she did to David Libenson, and the list goes on. She has like so many skeletons, people that she has slaughtered. The trail lies long behind her. And when I say slaughtered, I'm not saying that she killed anyone, because I'm not aware of that. I'm talking about dreams that she has stolen, career that she has ruined, reputation that she has ruined. Because those things are life, because people reputation is their life, their character is their life, their dream, their goals, their businesses. And she has done many of that. And not only did she did that, she lied. She lied. And she lied publicly. And she lied repeatedly. And she thought that, oh my God, if I just say Bible, if I just say God, I'm going to get away with it. And she did that to Ray J. And Ray J sat and Ray J had to watch that on, I can't even say national TV, because guess what? It's not national TV. It's international TV. The world watched Kim lied on Ray J for over 10 years. This woman cried and made her story believable. But many people in the industry knew the truth. And many people have always said, if only Ray J could just come out and speak the truth. It is time for him to speak the truth, right? And we're talking about the same woman that stole from Ray J family. She stole a credit card. She used that credit card to set up herself, and then she gave Ray J's mom credit card to her siblings. They went on a shopping spree. Ray J mom had to sue her ass to get her money back. So we're not talking about a woman who has a decent track record. Kim has always been a clout chaser. She has always known to be a user. But he believed that he had so much and he was so in love, and he knew that he could have done things for her. And he believed that the moment that he, opened doors for her, she would have been happy. She would have been satisfied. But that's the thing with greed. Greed does not have a comfort zone. And when greed causes you to lose that side of you, where you're no longer in touch and no longer realizing that people are feelings, just like the people who are close to you, you have no limitations. And that is what is going on with Kim. She has no limitations. There's no boundaries for her. And this is why Candace Owens says she's a corpse. She's a corpse. She has no soul. And when you look at the fact that many people can speak so openly about Kim, calling her a corpse, saying that she's dead, she has no soul, just imagine what those people know that are not available to you and I. And I promise you this, these people are not making up stories about Kim. They're not just hating on Kim because she has done 1 million plastic surgery or is a billion. No. They're facts, they're reasons, they're people that has been bruised, injured, hurt. And this is why it's as though Hollywood at this time is saying, you know what? This woman has done so much damage at this point, and it's impossible for us to keep ignoring the damages that she has done with her mom. And Hollywood is like, we're done. She's undateable. No one wants their name to be mentioned in the same sentence as hers, because there's no reputation. They're known to be horrible people, right? And you guys may hear me say this, and say it a lot. And this is because I used to look at this woman as a good person. I used to think that this girl was just bitchy. It's because the reality is you cannot knock an individual for a bitchy personality, you can navigate through it, but you really cannot knock an individual for having a bitchy personality. But when you're evil, that's a different thing. Kim is evil. She's definitely evil. Because when you take away from someone to the point where you're going to leave them homeless, causing them to lose their marriage, and sue them on top of it. David is homeless. David lost his marriage. David had to be sleeping out of his car for years because of her. So, back to Miss Bianca. Bianca is not there for all of that. She's not there. Bianca, and this is why they say no man is an island. And someone is always watching. And I said this to you guys initially. I said that when Ye chose Bianca, he made a conscious decision. He sat and he analyzed everything from every possible angle that he could have. Ye is afraid of the woman in Hollywood. So when people say it doesn't like black women, that's not the case. He has dated black women before. He has been engaged to them. But those are some of the times that were the roughest times for him. And if you don't know the story, you would automatically believe the lies. And after Kim did what she did to Ye, and Ye was struggling with his faith because, he grew up in a Christian home, and he grew up, believing in God and always wanting to serve God. And every time he strays from that path, he always talk about it. And he always says that he's guilty, and he always wanted to recommit, get back into church, serving God. Right? And he knows that he cannot be fornicating and saying that he's serving God. And he had made that abundantly clear before his divorce was finalized. He sang about it. And when I spoke about it, and then when I said that Ye is about to get married, many people thought that, I was just making stuff. I was just making up stuff. And I said, no, I'm not making up stuff. He's a God-fearing man. And whenever you hear someone speaks about something like that repeatedly, it is resting on them. He's not at peace. He wants to go back into his church. And he knows that he loves a particular lifestyle. So he's going to get married again. And when people heard that he got married to Bianca, they said that this girl was a gold digger. Despite not knowing anything about her, they labeled her as a gold digger. They labeled her as wanting to have a come up. But at the same time, we also have to be understanding to that, because that is what we have watched Ye gone through for the past decade. So many people were just so nervous and scared for him. But as time passes, the world began to open their eyes to the fact that this woman is different. She doesn't want the clout. She doesn't want the attention. She doesn't want the spotlight. She doesn't care about brand. She doesn't care about any of that. They saw where his life started shifting. And like hell, Kim should feel bad. She should feel jealous. She should feel bad. Because the moment she went left, she was like, see ya, I would want to be ya. You're telling me that your husband felt so sick that he had to buy a house on a farm in another state. And that wasn't a key indicator that I am not well and I need peace and quiet. That was not an indicator for you that your husband needs solitude to heal. He's trying his best, the best way he knew how, not the best way that you knew how. It was him that was going through his illness and not you. How about you saying to him, hey, go out there to Wyoming, take as much time as you need. I'm not going to give up on you. I'm going to come out there. Me and the kids, me and my sisters, my mom, our friends will be there. But I promise you, I will give you notice before we show up. We will not show up like that with you. And if you're eating vegetables, we're going to have vegetables. If you're drinking water, we're going to have water. Kim did not provide that kind of support for Ye. The moment that he wasn't strong enough to worship her, praise her, glorify her, style her, get her new deals, she was done with him. It was like, a Ziploc bag. You've used it a few times, and the moment the Ziploc bag is not looking appealing, the moment it had holes, it's no longer good. And that's how she treated this man. She treated this man like he was a cold statistic. Now he's up, now he's good. She wants to get him back. She's jealous and she's in her feelings. And she has all right to be. And she needs to stay in her feelings. Just stay in your feelings, stay over there, and let Ye live his life. Because the reality is, you only wanted to use that man. You didn't love him. You took a vow that said, for better or worse, but you were only there for better. When things got worse, you left. You weren't even willing to try, not even a bit. You gave up on your kids. You gave up on yourself. You gave up on your marriage. You gave up on your family. And it's only fair that you let Ye live his life in peace. And that's all I have to say about that. You know, when it comes to Ye, I preach a lot. You know why? Because I have been doing my own work on this subject. I've been following this couple for long. And with the evidence, it's just so obvious. There's so much evidence, and it's just something you cannot dismiss. It's hard to see a woman giving up on a man that gave her the entire world, that gave her respect and honor, a man that went to war to ensure that people respect her. And the moment that he was ill, she was just acting a damn fool, being disrespectful to him, trying to 5150 him, and that is not okay. Ye is someone, he's a human being, he has feelings. His mom might be dead, but it doesn't mean that he's also dead too. He deserves to be treated with love and respect. We all do fall from grace. People do not buy their illness. When someone is ill, be patient, be understanding, or leave them the heck alone. But she didn't have to leave him alone because that was her husband. But let me know what your thoughts are. And while you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, and see you all later. Bye, guys.